What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. So, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. I wish the best for you guys in all your endeavors, and I pray for the grace of God upon your lives. So, guys, I'm just I wasn't supposed to do this video, and seeing so much hate online against Haiti from the black community, especially from the Caribbean, saying Haitians are going through what they went through, the pandemics, the cholera pandemic, the earthquakes, the political insurgency. They went through all that um, because they practice voodoo. That Haitians are witches and wizards. They believe so much in voodooism. I'm like, is that is Haiti the only nation which practice witchcraft? Witchcraft is being practiced everywhere around the world. In the United States, witchcraft is being practiced there. In fact, the United States has got several which occultic groups like Freemasons, Illuminati, Skull and Bones, all sorts of fake churches, Jehovah Witnesses, Church of Mormon, Church of Scientology. Oh, I'm telling you. So, if the United States, with all the witches and wizards and all the satanic celebrities coming out and saying they are satanic worshippers, they worship the devil, and yet the United States hasn't been through half of what Haiti has been through, then it must certainly not be the voodooistic practices that Haitians are practicing. Because what Caribbean nations like Jamaica, and Trinidad and Tobago, and most African Americans, even Africans too, they are saying because of the voodooistic beliefs that Haitian believe so much into witchcraft, through voodooism, that God has decided that God has withdrawn His mercy, and He has decided that Haitians are going to see His full wrath being meted upon them. Like, if there is one nation in this world that should see the full wrath of God, is the United States. There is all occultic groups there, they're all satanic, the celebrities are worshiping the devil, they say it live. You see on the Grammys and the Emmys, all satanic practices, being shown live on TV. The United States has murdered so many people in foreign nations throughout its wars, his war on terrorism. Like in Iraq, they killed close to 1 million children. I'm telling you, if there is one nation that should seal the wrath of God, being meted upon them, is the United States. But I'm shocked that us black people, we enjoy taking another nation that is already destroyed, which is another nation which is already down in a hopeless situation, and we enjoy ridiculing that nation. We enjoy, saying stupid things upon that nation. It's shameful. When we will ever stop taking each one of us down? We are already being targeted by the white elites up in the pyramid. They want to destroy us. They are forcing their vaccine on us on American TV, Western TV. They say black people are the least, they're the least ones who haven't taken the vaccine, which is a lie. White people don't take the vaccines, but they say black people, meaning they want to focus more on vaccinating black Americans. Then they say black people are the most vulnerable, with COVID-19. They are the most people, or group of people that get contacted with the disease COVID-19. And what does that mean? That means black people should be vaccinated more, which is a lie. That's a fat lie. While in Europe white people are dying, they are saying white people are dying, but in America the whites aren't dying, which are majority of the population. The blacks are the ones dying. We are already being targeted, guys. They are saying they have to vaccinate. You guys heard they were saying they have to vaccinate. Africa should be vaccinated first. So we are going through a lot. In the Arab world, black people who move to Dubai, Kuwait, Bahrain, Syria, Lebanon, to work there as house helps, they are being treated as slaves. I'm sure most of the viewers of this video must have seen that. I mean, we are going through a lot. Like, we should stop taking each other down. We should have each other's back. But what Haitians are going through is simply because of one thing. They were the first nation to gain independence, the first slave nation where slavery was practiced, to gain independence from the slave masters, France, and go independent to govern themselves. They were being warned by the Western nations, that if you guys go ahead to do this, gain independence, we'll make sure we deal with you. We'll make sure you go through hard times. We'll make sure you see no good. From descendants to descendants, guys, I'm telling you this. So what Haitians are going through, yes, that's the main reason why, they're going through what they are going through, because they are the first nation to gain independence, from slave master France in the Western Hemisphere. Watch this.
Educate yourself. That is playing out right now. I'm curious what you think how this speaks to the legacy of that colonialism.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. So the legacy is that the Haitians were made an example of. They were told by the U.S. and the other colonial powers, you cannot do this.
Right.
There will be no liberation. There will be no self-emancipation. And if you, as enslaved people, take power, the white world, the Western world, will do everything in its power to salt the earth on which you live, to destroy your country, and make sure that you are suffering for generations and generations and generations. And it's not too much to say that more than 200 years later, they are still being made an example of.
So guys, you all see a white man telling you the truth. Why Haitians are going through what they are going through. But us black people, we can't see that. We are busy, we spend our time busy taking each other down. It's shameful. You can't kick someone who is already in a hopeless state. You can't, from black people, we should do better. We should do better. Please, we should do better. Because it's so shocking. That's a white man telling us the reason why Haitians have been going through what they have been going through. And guys, all these earthquakes that have been happening in Haiti, all these earthquakes are man-made earthquakes. They are man-made earthquakes. It doesn't seem normal that Haiti and Dominican Republic are in the same island, but the earthquakes happening in Haiti are in the Haitian side. So is that normal? I know some of you guys are saying, no, it's it's a geographical problem. It has to do with plate tectonics or whatever. It's a fat lie. All of these earthquakes are man-made earthquakes, made by these elites. Haiti has been the free source for their blood sacrifices. That's where, they cause earthquakes and there is a lot of panics. Parents die and they come and adopt these children, to transfer to the Epstein Island where they use them for sexual whatever this. And, melanated people are of, Haiti man in the satanic world because they believe their blood has got so much energy in them because of their melanin. So the last earthquake which happened, which Haiti was shattered to rubbles, that's what happened. Hillary Clinton and they had to take a lot of children out of Haiti. And these earthquakes, when they happen like that, people die. They are giving blood sacrifices to the devil, and yes, there's a lot of missing children. And these children, it's easy to transport them to the United States, to the Epstein Islands, to their pedophilia islands, to their pedophilia lodges, simply because these children aren't documented. Guys, they aren't documented. So that is what is going on. It's shocking. Shocking, right? Yes, that's what is going on. That's the simple truth of it. And Haitians, this is not gonna end now, or this isn't the last earthquake that is going to happen in Haiti. This earthquake is going to happen all the time, from time to time, guys. We have to pray for Haiti. It's going to happen from time to time because they have made it, to punish Haiti. When you cross the Western world, they never forget it. They make sure your country becomes nothing. it becomes a failed state. Look at what they did to Libya. Muammar Gaddafi decided to drop the petrodollar and start selling Libyan oil with gold in exchange of gold to balance the wealth. Because you can't be selling, a priceless non-renewable commodity like oil in exchange for petrodollar, which is just a paper-backed paper. It's not backed with gold. It's just fiat currency, right? So he decided to balance the wealth. Exchange gold. You sell in order to get Libyan oil. You have to give gold, to balance the wealth, and they had to kill him. He was killed. Although he was a tyrant, his people had the best life. Libyans had the highest standard of living more than some European nations like Portugal, Spain, and Greece, and the Balkan states. Libyans have the highest standards of living. And look at Libya today. Libya is a destroyed country, a shattered country in rubbles. And in the east, you have a tyrant or a colonel or a general ruling the east, fighting against the UN-recognized government of the west. And Libya is a divided country, no peace, no nothing. The people are suffering. And that's how Libya is going to remain if we don't pray. Because these elites, if you cross them, they will make sure you suffer. It's the same thing with Iraq. Yes. Saddam Hussein decided to, ditch the petrodollar and start selling Iraqi oil in exchange of euro. Look at what happened. America invaded Iraq, saying Iraq had nuclear weapons, of which it was a fat lie. Iraq never had nuclear weapons. They wanted it simply because of what happened. The petrodollar, simply because Iraq dropped the petrodollar. And they invaded Iraq. Look at what happened. 1 million children were killed. Close to 3 million people died in Iraq. And right now, Iraq has got terrorist group like ISIS still disturbing the nation. Look at Zimbabwe. Robert Mugabe went against them. Their peace plan to end, apartheid in Zimbabwe, to end the white man's ruling, to still let the white people own the lands and the big businesses. And for black Zimbabweans not to own anything, to carry the white man's hegemony over black people, even when there is a black leader. So Mugabe took all the white lands and gave to black people, and look at what they had to sanction Zimbabwe, trade sanctions and the rest. Zimbabwe is a country left in ruins with nothing to show for. Even the new elected president is still finding it hard. They're in economic crisis, serious economic crisis, guys. So if you cross the west, they'll make sure they salt the ground which you live on, they salt the water which you drink, they poison the food which you eat. They make sure that your life is nothing. And this is what Haitians are going through, simply because they fought hard to gain their independence from France, the slave master France. So guys, it's so shocking for us black people not to see things through this light, but to take them down. They practice voodoo, blah, blah, blah. America, if there is one nation that is supposed to see the wrath of God, is the United States. You all know why. It has killed so many people through its terrorist wars. It's got occultic groups, celebrities claiming they are Satanists. The legalization of abortion, legalization of marijuana. I'm an African, I'm right here in Central Africa, Cameroon. And yeah, marijuana is illegal because I've got friends who are taking marijuana. They have been smoking marijuana, and yet they have lost their mind. They are mad. They are mentally deranged. They are roaming out the streets. And yeah, it's illegal. If you're caught with it, it's imprisonment. And look at what in the United States, it's legal there, medical marijuana. It's shocking, right? And you have in the state of California, people, drug addicts, roaming the streets, especially in San Francisco, whooping all over, peeing all over, and drug needles and all those. If there's one nation to see the wrath of God, it's the United States. So guys, let's stop taking each other down, especially us black people. We should always try to uplift and promote each other and pray for the nation Haiti. Because they need prayer, they need the presence of God. They are going through a lot. They need the presence of God. So guys, that is what I wanted you all to know. I love you all, but know Jesus Christ loves you more. Stay safe and be blessed. And keep on praying for the world, for this world is coming to an end. Stay, bye bye.